Hello student, this is your chapter 3 biology tissues. Okay, study of tissues is called histology. Okay, study of tissues is called histology, and the term tissue was coined by Bichat and Marie Frances Xavier Bichat. Okay, in 1792. Okay, so the father of histology Bichat. Okay. Although working without the microscope, Bichat distinguished 21 types of elementary tissues from which the organs of the human body are composed. 21 types of elementary tissues he discovered, okay, without the microscope. Understood? Then 1628 to 1694, Marcello Murphy is considered as founder of histology. Okay, the term histology was coined by Myers in 1819. Okay, so basically, father of tissue was known as Mary Frances Xavier Bachelor. Okay, first, you know already all living organisms are made of cells. Okay, are made of cells, and group of cells form a tissue. Okay, you know unicellular organisms, that means organisms having only a single cell, all the basic life activities of that organism controlled by that cell. Okay, that single cell. For example, in amoeba, movement of cell, intake of food and respiratory gases, etc., that performs within a cell. Then in multicellular organisms, that means organisms having the millions of cells or more than one cell, there are millions of cells. Most of these cells are specialized to carry out only a few functions efficiently. These functions are taken up by different groups of cells. Okay, that function and specialized functions are taken by specialized group of cells, and that group of cells is known as tissue. Okay, for example, in human beings, muscle cells construct and relax to catch the movement of the body part. Similarly, nerve cells or neurons carry messages. Then another, blood flows to transport oxygen, food, hormones and waste material like carbon dioxide and urea, etc. Okay. Similarly, in the plant cells, cells of the phloem conduct food from leaves to other parts of the plants, and xylem also carry the water and minerals from roots to all parts of the plant's body. Okay, the, we see that cells which specialized in a function are grouped together and form a tissue. Okay, then that means a group of cells, a definition of tissue is a group of cells similar in structure that work together to perform a particular function forms a tissue. Okay, then come to importance of tissues. Formation of tissues has brought about a division of labor in multicellular organisms. And second point is tissues becomes organized to form organs and organs into organ system. Okay, an individual workload cell has decreased due to origin of tissues as a result of improved organization and higher efficiency. Multicellular organisms have higher survival. Okay, now why plants and animals are made up of different types of tissues? Question is, Why? Plants and animals are made up of different types of tissues. Okay, because there are different types of functions in their body. Okay, plants and animals are of different types of organisms also. Plants are autotrophic and animals are heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Plants do not have to move from place to place in a search of their food, but they prepare their own food by photosynthesis. Okay, most of the tissues such as xylem, phloem, sclerenchyma, and cork are dead tissues. They do not contain living protoplasm. Okay. Next come to animals. On the other hand, are heterotrophic mode of nutrition or heterotrophic organisms. They have to move in search of food and mate and find shelter, so they need more energy as compared to plants. Understood? Most of the tissues they contain are living, they have living protoplasm. Okay, now question is differences between the plant and animal cells. Okay, first, in the plant tissue, in the case of plants, dead supportive tissues are more abundant as compared to living tissues. In the case of animal tissues, multicellular organism living tissues are more common as compared to dead tissues. Okay, then they require less maintenance energy. Okay, because they do not have to move from place to place in search of their food. Okay, then in the case of animal they require more maintenance energy. Okay, because they have to move in search of food, mate and find shelter. Okay, then there is a differentiation of meristematic and permanent tissues, but in the case of animal tissues a differentiation is absent in them. Okay, due to activity of meristematic tissues. Okay, plants continue to grow throughout life. जब तक तुम्हारा प्लांट्स का लाइफ है तब तक वो क्या होता है, ग्रो करता है, ड्यू टू एक्टिविटी ऑफ मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू. दैट मीन्स प्रेजेंस ऑफ मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू प्लांट कैन ग्रो थ्रू आउट लाइफ. ओके, एनिमल्स डू नॉट शो ग्रोथ आफ्टर रीचिंग मैच्योरिटी. एनिमल मैच्योरिटी जब हो जाए उसके बाद उसका क्या होता है ना, उसका ग्रोथ बंद हो जाता है. डू नॉट शो ग्रोथ. Reparative growth is however present. Okay, then organisms of plant tissues is simple. Organization of plant tissues is simple and organization of animal tissues is complex, with the development of more specialized and localized organs and organ system. Tissues organization is meant for stationary habit of plants, and here tissues organization is targeted towards high mobility of animals. Okay, first, in the plant tissue, in the case of plants, dead supportive tissues are more abundant as compared to living tissues. In the case of animal tissues, multicellular organism living tissues are more common as compared to dead tissues. Okay, then they require less maintenance energy. Okay, because they do not have to move from place to place in search of their food. Okay, then in the case of animal they require more maintenance energy. Okay, because they have to move in search of food, mate and find shelter. Okay, then there is a differentiation of meristematic and permanent tissues. but in the case of animal tissues, a differentiation is absent in them. Okay, due to activity of meristematic tissues. Okay, plants continue to grow throughout life. जब तक तुम्हारा प्लांट्स का लाइफ है तब तक वो क्या होता है, ग्रो करता है, ड्यू टू एक्टिविटी ऑफ मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू. दैट मीन्स प्रेजेंस ऑफ मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू प्लांट कैन ग्रो थ्रू आउट लाइफ. ओके, एनिमल्स डू नॉट शो ग्रोथ आफ्टर रीचिंग मैच्योरिटी. एनिमल मैच्योरिटी जब हो जाए उसके बाद उसका क्या होता है ना, उसका ग्रोथ बंद हो जाता है. डू नॉट शो ग्रोथ. reparative growth is however present. Okay, then organisms of plant tissues is simple. Organization of plant tissues is simple and organization of animal tissues is complex, with the development of more specialized and localized organs and organ system. Tissues organization is meant for stationary habit of plants, and here tissues organization is targeted towards high mobility of animals. Okay, then come to parts of tissues. First, plant tissues. Based on the dividing capacity of the tissues, various plant tissues can be classified as meristematic tissues, are of two types. Okay, meristematic tissues. Next is permanent tissues. Okay, then meristematic tissues are divided into three types: apical, lateral and intercalary. Okay, apical tissues are present in the tips of the root and stem. Okay, tip part of the plants, and lateral below bark, cambium in dicot roots and stems, and intercalary internodes of stem. Okay, next another is permanent tissue, discuss later. Okay, next come to meristematic tissues or meristems. Cells of meristems divide continuously and help in increasing the length and breadth of the plant. Okay, continuously divide होता है and that help to plant in the growth. Okay, help in increasing the length and breadth of the plant. The cell shows the following characteristics. Cells of meristematic tissues are similar in structure and have thin cellulose cell walls. Okay, the meristematic cells may be spherical or oval, polygonal or rectangular in shape, and meristematic cells are compactly arranged and do not contain any intercellular space between them. Okay, tightly packed होता है. Next, each meristematic cell contains dense or abundant cytoplasm and a single large nucleus, and meristematic cells contains few vacuoles or no vacuoles at all. Okay, then according to their position in the plant, and meristem are apical, then lateral, then intercalary. Okay, come to apical meristems. These are the situated at the growing tip of the stems and roots. Okay, or shoot apex or root apex. Apical meristems are also found at apices of the leaves. Okay, next lateral meristems. These are found beneath the bark called cambium. Okay, and in vascular bundles of dicot root stems. Okay, next intercalary meristems. They are located at the base of leaves or internodes. Okay, stems of grass and other monocots. Intercalary meristem. Such tissues also occur below the nodes. Understood? Then function of meristematic tissues. It acts as a parent tissue from which other tissues develop. Understood? Meristematic tissues acts as a plant tissues, parent tissues. Okay, that means original tissues from that other tissues develop. These tissues take part in growth by formation of new cells. Okay, these are the important points for the meristematic tissues. Okay, with the help of the meristems, plants continue to produce new leaves, new branches, new stems, new roots, new flowers, fruits, roots, hair, all the things. Okay, the place of injury in the plants healed off by the formation of new cells by meristems also. ओके जितना भी इंजरी हो प्लांट्स में और न्यू फॉर्मेशन हो, ग्रोथ ऑफ द फ्लावर, ग्रोथ ऑफ द रूट, ग्रोथ ऑफ द फ्रूट्स, ग्रोथ ऑफ द root hair or new formation of leaves, branches, those are by the help of meristematic tissues. Okay, the plant then apical meristems brings about the elongation of the root stems. Similarly, the lateral meristem, it causes the organ or shoot stem of or roots, okay, to increase in the diameter and breadth. This is called the secondary growth जिसे बोला जाता है. Okay, and intercalary meristem it produces in increasing in length of the organ such as leaves and internodes. That means intercalary meristem are present in the internodes and leaves. Okay, those are the about meristem tissues. Okay, then come to permanent tissues. Cells derived from the division of meristematic tissue take a specific role and lose the ability to divide. Okay, after division of meristematic tissues, cells are formed and they lost their ability to divide, and those tissues are known as permanent tissues. And that type of tissues known as permanent tissues, the developmental process by which the cells derived from the meristematic tissues take up a permanent shape and size and function is called differentiation. Okay, and cells of meristematic tissues differentiate to form cells of permanent tissues. Now come to what is the differences between the meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. First, in the case of permanent meristematic tissues, its component cells are small, spherical or polygonal, undifferentiated. That means they can be divided. Okay, but in the case of permanent tissue, its component cells are large, differentiated with different shapes. Okay, cytoplasm is dense. In the case of meristematic tissue, vacuoles are nearly absent. In the case of permanent tissue, large central vacuoles occurs in living permanent cells. And in the case of meristematic tissues, intercellular space are absent. And in the case of permanent tissues, intercellular spaces are often present. Okay, cell wall of its cells is thin and elastic in the case of meristematic tissues, but in the case of permanent tissues is thin or thick. Okay, nucleus of each cells of this tissue is large and permanent, and nucleus of each cell of the tissue in the case of permanent tissue is less and compact. Its cells grow and divide regularly in the which tissues? Meristematic tissues. In the case of meristematic tissues, cells grow and divide regularly. Okay, and permanent tissues, its cells do not normally divide. Okay, and those are the differences between the meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Okay, in the another class or in another video, we'll discuss types of permanent tissues. Okay, thank you.